Somebody said like cars kill 1% of people die in car crashes, whatever. Getting steps in to like keep themselves. Tire dust the other day, and like what that's.
Yeah, apparently tire dust.
You know what? I think at this point, I love iDubbbz because iDubbbz is legit feeding me and like 10 other generations if I decide to have kids, which probably won't happen because I'm a YouTuber. So, true story. Once again, I was chilling, and you guys know where this is going. Watching Naruto. Feels like I say this on every single video, but I promise you guys this is real. And I get this message on Instagram, and it says, I'll read it to you guys. Are you going to react to the new iDubbbz? I responded with he dropped because once again I was not on YouTube. I had a very busy day yesterday. I do know that I dropped this video right here, which is a certified hood classic. Then they sent this video right here, which is called Concern Trolling. It is honestly worse than I thought, and that's saying a lot. He talks about creator clash, and then he goes on to make a very weird video. I don't know how to describe it. The best way I could describe iDubbbz in this video and the video overall is if my dad and grandpa came back to life, picked up a phone and recorded a video about nothing. And truth be told, at this point, my dad and grandpa probably has more energy than iDubbbz in 2025. I'm like, is he okay? Is he dying or something? Does he have a condition? What is going on with him? Why is he so lifeless? Before we get into it though, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Every single day we're getting closer to 600k. I want to hit it before the end of the year. I don't know if that's possible. We got 6 months. Maybe if God is with me. But if you're new and you enjoy the content, make sure you drop a like. That helps the channel, and make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Let's get right into it.
For the first creator clash, we had the business model of after everyone has been paid for, the expenses of the event, all profits go to charity. That was the business model, and it was successful. Thankfully, it worked out the first year. Now, some people will be critical of one of the costs being parties for Creator Clash 2 and actually Creator Clash 1, because that's where we got the idea from. It was very successful for Creator Clash 1, or the event was successful. We don't know if the party worked to encourage people to promote the event, but that was the idea. You get a bunch of creators to show up to a fucking hotel the night before their fight, and they're going to post about it on social media, and the internet will be abuzz. And the event was successful, so we thought that strategy of having, a little hubbub, a little hullabaloo before the event and after the event was a good idea.
I said this before, I'm not mad at this. I think this is completely fine. It just looks a bit weird when it's a charity event, and then you see influencers posting about drinking, partying at a charity event. I get it, it happens, right? When there's big charities, I'm talking multi-million-dollar charities that celebrities donate to, of course it's a tax write-off, but do I care? No, as long as it goes to people that need it or to build stuff for that community, I don't care. I'm not here to morally grandstand and be like, oh, you guys shouldn't be having fun. It's like, no, I don't give a fuck. I think the problem here was the transparency, and I said that on my last video. It's all about transparency. Well, yeah, this event is all for charity, and then people see parties. It does low-key give a bad image of just rich douchebag influencers being rich douchebag influencers. That's just my opinion, and that's an opinion that I've seen across Twitter and other platforms. Reddit is another one. They're riding in private jets. It's like, it just feels weird. Now, I am mad for another reason, because I didn't get invited. iDubbbz, Anissa, I don't know if anyone's watching, but if anyone wants to invite me, I'm here. I'm not too far away from LA. I could drive there. This is literally me on my hands and knees begging for an invitation. I don't care if it was charity or if it was a scam or if it was fraud. We do not care. You know what we care about? The fact that Sensitive Society wasn't invited to this event. That is a true tragedy of Creator Clash 2 and 3. If you do this, I pinky promise that I will delete all of my mean videos I've made on you and your wife and everyone in between. Now that I've stopped begging, now we can resume the video.
And with that strategy again, hoping that creators will post about it and be excited about it and buzz will be generated, but it didn't happen. Or maybe it did happen, but it just didn't sell tickets. I would cross that off my list as a learning experience of, well, if you do this strategy, you either gotta force people to post about it or you have to fucking, not do it. You gotta make sure that people are slapping each other during the weigh-in. That's probably what I'd change it to, because it's cheaper, It's a lot cheaper if people slap each other during the weigh-in. Just wasn't about that. I was just like, I don't want this fake drama shit.
Well, that's a skill issue on your behalf. That would have made it a lot more entertaining. You would have had the blogs, the Twitter accounts, the drama alerts talking about it. Blank just slapped blank. Dr. Mike just slapped iDubbbz. In my opinion, for this event to be a lot more entertaining, gotta do those kind of things, okay? You try to be quirky and different, it clearly didn't work, it completely flopped. You need to add some WWE element to this shit, or else it's just boring. If they just do a boring wait in, and there's no trash talk, it's just like boring. Like, you're only getting the die-hard fans and not the casuals. And if you're trying to raise money for charity, shouldn't you want the casuals, the normies? Don't you want everyone to see this, participate, make money for yourself, make money for your company, and more importantly, make money for charity? That should be the move, right? If I was iDubbbz or I was running this event, I would WWE the shit out of this. Add a little drama, make it a little fun. I'm not even running this event, and I think I could run it better than iDubbbz here.
The for-profit side of the business is unincorporated with the charity aspect. So the charity partner is its own fundraiser that we sort of like push people to, you know, before, during, and after the event. And with something like a charity boxing event, there's a lot of money that you have to front to put it on in the first place. And if you have an investor, you're able to do that. That investor is going to want money, they're going to want profit, but that at least gives you the initial funds to put on the event. There are other charity initiatives and events that allow people to spend money for a ticket and immediately get a product, and also their money goes to charity. Those are usually big fucking conglomerates, giant companies that can afford that cost because they're selling you other things.
I've never run an event like this, and I most likely will never because it's just too much to deal with. I'm genuinely wondering here, I'm just a normie, right? How hard is it to get sponsors for your boxing charity event? I'm sure there are at least a dozen different companies, corporations, whatever you guys want to call them, that are willing to donate to fund you as a tax write-off. I'm sure there's like a lot of companies who are willing to sponsor an event like this. It's clean, it's family friendly, all ages, cancer research, charity. It's like, dude, some fucking multi-millionaires just sitting there wishing this could fall on their lap so they could be like, dude, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be able to write this off and not pay taxes.
It remains to be seen whether the for-profit business side of the event will be successful, but the main controversy, I would say, is that it was revealed with the change of ownership that Anissa and I, because we're 1/3 ownership of Creator Clash the business, that we were getting 34% of the profit share. We weren't anticipating this event doing well. Like, we wanted to do well enough to pay back the investors, of course. So that's one of the reasons that we were, okay with the profit share thing. But another part of it as well is that the contract wasn't structured in a way that the profit share could just directly go to charity. It was told to us, like, you could just donate your portion of the profit share to charity after the event. So we were like, okay, fine. Now, I know some people will find it hard to believe that Anissa and I were just gonna give our portion of the profit share to charity. There's nothing I could really say to, I think, convince them otherwise. It was up to our discretion at the end of the day, and if you don't believe us, I can't say anything that'll change your mind. I guess my only appeal is that year one, we made a bunch of money for charity, and I just got the fighters' pay like everyone else. In year two of the event, we definitely got nothing.
Showing a receipt would would be nice to prove that you donated your 34% towards charity. Now, iDubbbz might be a lot of things. He might be pathetic, corny, but truth be told, I don't think iDubbbz is a scammer. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter be like, yeah, sure, we're just going to believe him. And I get people asking those questions. I think they're valid. And I'm like, well, I think a receipt would be nice, right? So you could be like, yeah, here, haters, just to shut them up. So I think iDubbbz is a scammer. No, I don't think he's that bad of a person. I take that back. He is low-key kind of a shitty person. Never forget him justifying the CPS call. But besides that, I don't think he would scam people, and especially scam a charity. It's just, can you imagine if it came out that he did? I mean, if his career wasn't 6 feet under, I mean, this will definitely do it. Once again, a nice screenshot of a receipt would have been nice. Right now, we're just low-key kind of taking his word for it. It feels like the life has been sucked out of you. Have a little advanced GG, okay? Use my code. I got you with the 10% off. Code Society for 10% off advanced GG. Get the energy drink. I got you iDubbbz and Anissa. Use my code. And if I ever get my own flavor of advanced GG, I'll send you guys some free ones. Now that wraps up the creator clash portion of that video. And we're just gonna watch a little bit of the actual video, the concerned trolling.
When I first started my research on concerned trolling, I was trying to find scholars on the topic. I know it hasn't been around for that long, but I'm like, surely there's someone who is well versed in the art of the troll.
He's mastered that art of trolling.
To my surprise, the scholar on this topic is Anita Sarkeesian. Yeah, it's been almost a decade since like the Gamergate time, and go figure, the white guy 8 years later is like, I think Anita Sarkeesian was kind of onto something. There was a lot of assholes on the internet.
Ain't no way we're having this fucking Anissa argument in 2025 and iDubbbz is out here agreeing with her. Here's the thing, man. I'm trying to be charitable towards this guy. Once again, I don't know if he got hit in the head way too many times by Dr. Mike. I don't know if this guy is actually retarded. I don't know what happened to him. But for him to be like, this insane chick was actually right. See, this is what happens when I'm nice to people or when I'm charitable. I'm like, well, you know, they're not as bad, right? They're not as bad as they seem. And then they say something like this and I'm like, bruh, I don't even know how you defend this. And I don't know if this is sarcasm from him. It doesn't seem like it, but I pray to God it is.
And go figure, the white guy 8 years later is like, I think Anita Sarkeesian was kind of onto something. There was a lot of assholes on the internet, and they're kind of misogynistic too, I think. It's crazy what a little CTE or the love of a woman will do to you.
Oh my God. Guys, I got laid when I was 29 years old, and now I see everything so clearly. I don't even know what else to say about, well, I do know what I want to say. I want to call him the F slur, but I don't want this video to be demonetized, so I'm just gonna have to keep that to myself. You might be casted as the new 40-year-old virgin for the reboot that's coming out. This guy's like, oh, I touched the woman in my late 20s. I see everything now. I'm with her, and I hate men, and all men are evil. You guys see what I have to deal with here? So if you appreciate my sacrifice and me sacrificing my last remaining brain cells, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We're not done yet. I actually want to take a look at the comment section because I need a break from iDubbbz. This guy is. Guys, I got my first girlfriend and now I hate men. Is that okay, Hassan? Can I say that? Top comment says, guys, is Anissa's husband okay? I'm glad Anissa's husband is recovering from chemotherapy. This is very gay. Happy Pride Month. No trolling. I'm genuinely concerned. Wait, that's what your friends did to Ethan LMAO. Now, what he's referring to, or what this person's referring to, is a fact that this video is about concerned trolling. This is literally what iDubbbz's friends did to Ethan. And on top of that, they gaslit him. So is the empathy talking, Ian? Is the empathy in the room right now? Was it in the room when you were filming Content Cop? Was empathy there? Ian, I will always appreciate you bringing Dax Flame back into the limelight, but I seriously hope I never end up like you. Damn, that's Cece's world, the GOAT. I mean, yeah, true, Dax Flame is a GOAT. I've been a fan for many years. Now, that's probably the best thing iDubbbz has done in his life. One of the only YouTubers I would like to meet besides, I don't know, probably Smosh, because, you know, I grew up with Smosh. But Dax Flame is definitely on the bucket list. This video's shit. I'm gonna have to drop a dislike. This guy's like, I'm not a fan of concerned trolling. It's a bit weird. And it's literally what Hassan, Denims, Frogan, and others have done to Ethan. So this is kind of tone deaf.
Most obvious definition for concerned trolling is when someone is pretending to be concerned about a particular subject or cause, when in reality, they don't give a fuck. They're just doing it to either get attention, start a fight, derail a conversation. To be honest, it's very effective, because back in the day, you could identify someone trolling.
Alright, I'm falling asleep. This video fucking sucks, dude. I'm dropping my dislike. Like I said, I was in my bed. I paused fucking Naruto Shippuden. I'm like in episode 70 something. It's about to get really good. I'm like, okay, let me go check this out. And it's like, bro, I was falling asleep to this video. I'm like, how could someone be this boring? I pray to God I never get this duel or boring. And the second I do, and people are like, yo, Sense, your voice is gone, the energy's gone, that you get castrated. Like, the second I get those comments, I'll be like, you know what? I had a good run, I'm out. If I ever get this pathetic, just pull the plug. Like, unironically, and this is me being for real, I hope he's okay. I'm not being a troll, I'm being genuine here for a second. Something is wrong with him. The rest of the video is nothing but a yap session. I'm out. Subscribe, drop a like. Let's hit 600K. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Did I say that? Okay, well, I'm out. Bye.